Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
What now? 185. Here we go, D. All day.
Carr now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Carr now on first down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty...
Trying to get it to Harvin, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's into the clear. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here we go. Just one. Go. Go.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk. The 45.
Come on, fellas. Bit 180. 390. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Check 26. Check 26. Cross the right.
First down, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, this is caught by Williams. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
180.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his third touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The open man here, Renfro.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Strip that ball. Alert 3. Go Chiefs. Alert 3.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
29.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. He had 3 catches last week. That one his third on this drive alone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Carr again. Caught outright by Renfro. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Carr will come up here with a first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Carr gives to Richard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Switch.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack on 1st down, Rivers, Hunter Henry brings it in.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. On the ground, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
52 right here. 52. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Here's Edwards. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Low.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Run 80.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And it's complete. Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to his running back. It's Justin Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Set, 180. 54 Mike. Get in the way. Hey, Delta. Hey, echo. Mike, 54. Check back. 54. Wait, 89.
Again, it's Rivers. They'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll throw again, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Rivers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Desmond King there on the coverage. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 64 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities. And
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, 52, 180. 180, we're good, we're good. You want it?
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down now, Richard. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Richard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. 2nd and 5 now. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Jackson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Play fake. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Jackson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Play action now. Rivers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
6:37.
Operating from the gun. Carr looking left side, and it's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Trying to get it to Harbin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Harbin, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Red Delta!
On play action, Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To try again after the sack. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Easy, easy.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let him know.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting to get back back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Raider 2. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
5 down. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Again, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Harvin, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
694. Watch Raider 1. Twins.
To throw again. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the #1 thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.